Our second speaker this evening, Bruce Delikatny, Claude in the Gears, Claude in the Gears, Bruce Delikatny.
Thank you, Contest Chairman, fellow Toastmasters, honored judges and guests. I work for the federal government. More specifically, I work for Canada Customs. Now, this is something I say quite proudly at social events because I know everyone has a customs horror story. And once they found out that I work for Canada Customs, they're more than willing to tell me every sordid little detail about what happened to them at the border. Now, I find this to be very beneficial for them because it allows them to get it off their chest. And it's beneficial for me because while they're ranting and raving about their customs horror story, they're keeping away from the personal questions such as, why are you 47 years old and not married? I have now worked for Canada Customs for 20 years. And in those 20 years, we've changed our name 3 times. This is something that they like to do every now and then, either because we need new letterhead, or we don't want people to find us in the phone book. I started off working at Canada Customs and Excise, and later this was changed to Canada Customs Revenue Agency. But at this particular juncture, they realized that the average Canadian cannot remember a long name, so it was shortened to the acronym CCRA. I now work for CBSA, which stretched out is Canada Border Service Agency. Now, this latest acronym name change is really popular with the public because it seems to reflect their attitude on the whole federal system. CBSA. I work in the clerical field. Now, to give you an idea where the clerical people fit in the hierarchy of the government, you have to imagine the government like the planet Earth. Way up in the stratosphere, you have the Prime Minister, sitting up there with his head in the clouds. Then you come towards Earth, and you got ministers and directors and various types of managers plummet through the surface of the Earth and down around about the 7th level of hell. You have the clerks. Then to add salt to our wounds, they break us down according to numbers. Clerk 9, clerk 8, clerk 7, 6, 5, 4. It's like a countdown to a layoff. To a blast off. So what is my job? On every government form, they have a box. And on that box, it clearly states, do not write here. That's my job. Now, even in lowly positions such as this, I have to maintain the mission of Canada Customs, which is, and I proudly quote, to promote compliance with Canada's tax, trade, and border legislation, to regulate through communication, quality service, and responsible enforcement, thereby contributing to the economic and social well-being of the citizens of the Dominion of Canada, all of its provinces and territories therewithin. The tools of my trade, and an ink pad. My job? Now, I'll be the first to admit that clerks are not the brains of the organization. I'll even go as far to say that we are not any of the major organs. But clerks are the heartbeat. provide the white corpuscle forms that feed the veins of red ink. Now I can hear you say, your job isn't very exciting. It's not very fulfilling. But as we say in Delikatny, Canada, au contraire, mon frère. Au contraire. Clerks fill a very valuable asset. When a client comes to the counter, they don't want to talk to a clerk. They want to go high up the evolutionary scale as possible. They want to talk to an official. An official will come to the counter, and they'll start to talk. And eventually, have you ever read The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe? Eventually, the official will reach an impasse. And he'll scream out, tear down the cubicle wall, there you'll find the beating of the telltale heart. And that is why the clerks are important. We are not there to read rules. We are not there to enforce the rules. But have you ever noticed that whenever there's a major screw-up, they always say the same thing? It is a clerical